Hi, my name is Anima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the Senzo Meyiwa case. What we are witnessing right now, oh my God, in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial is something very few people expected, I suppose, okay? Because I don't think, guys, a moment where the prosecutor starts looking like he's on the defensive side of situation and the accused calm, focused, and shaken. I think we were worried over Ubongani Dansi so much that he keeps shocking us all the damn time, son. He shocks Maloy, he shocks us too. Because tell me why, son. Let's talk about what just happened in that courtroom. In fact, yesterday was just too much. Today it's Tuesday, but yesterday was just too much. Okay. Because this is bigger than just a few questions in court. This is about control, guys. Control is very important. You know that in every situation, in every workplace, being in control of what you do is what makes you good at what you do. Do you understand? Now, as a prosecutor, when things like this are happening, curing the people, what does that say about you? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi, son. At one point, if viewers started asking a serious questions, there we timeline, okay, yeah, go YouTube channel, SABC, where we watch the channel. Sorry, the where we are watching the case. What exactly is Advocate Baloyi trying to do here? People were so confused because instead of a clean, structured cross-examination, what we are seeing is jumping from one topic to another topic. There was a time we were talking about Orlando, addresses, old statements, language ability, and more. More things that there was a lot of things that were happening at once, guys. And the more it happens, the more it feels like the main issue, the murder itself, the main issue, the murder itself of Senzo Meyiwa is slipping away. But then something unexpected happened when we were watching the case. Bongani Ntanzi steps in, not with aggression, but with control. Do you see what I mean, Uputi? Now, Bongani Ntanzi is the one that is in control, not Baloyi. Baloyi is not in control there. Bongani Ntanzi is controlling their interaction. The cross-examination of Baloyi is controlled by someone who is supposed to be cross-examined. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Bongani Ntanzi steps in with not with aggression, of course, but with control, with that thing of he's not on a power trip, by the way, but he's on power. Do you understand? He makes it clear, I may not be educated, but I understand. I may not be educated, but I understand. And that one stance changes everything, because now every repeated question, every attempt to confuse, every shift in direction starts to work against the prosecutor. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Let's break it down. In law, repetition is supposed to break the witness during cross-examination. Eventually, that's what it's meant to do, right? You ask the same thing again and again, change the wording, push for contradictions. Eventually, the story cracks. That's the strategy, right? Normally. But here's the problem here. Bongani Ntanzi is not cracking, guys. Bongani Ntanzi is not cracking. He is adapting. He's listening. He's responding. And most importantly, he is staying consistent to everything. And this is where things get uncomfortable, because when a witness stays consistent under pressure, the courtroom starts asking a different question. Is the prosecutor struggling? Oh my God! I know, it's Judge Rata, but hear me out. He does see that Baloyi is struggling. And yesterday, especially, he saw it. Oh my God, he was like, because he could see Mfanaka, you are struggling. You are struggling there. And he did not even come to the party, because now deep down he knows Ubala is struggling. When Ubala was inviting Judge Rata to the party, as per usual, he was like, andizi dilani naloo nto leyo yigqibe mfana wam qeda ngayo ungangifaki sungimemeza angizingeni. Do you understand? Now look at the psychology of this moment, because my goodness, the more Baloyi repeats questions, the more Ntanzi becomes familiar with them. The more comfortable he gets, Ntanzi, and suddenly repetition is no longer a pressure. It becomes practice. As he already said, Nayukuti, the more you say question, I already know what is a question now. And that is why some people that are watching the case are now saying, this is no longer cross-examination, okay? This is Ntanzi making Baloyi run for his money. Oh my God. Guys. But here is the twist. This might not be as simple as it looks like, right? Because in some cases, a prosecutor may appear disorganized on purpose, jumping between topics, circling back, and repeating questions, all to set a trap that only becomes clear later. So the real question is Baloyi losing control, or is he setting up something bigger? Because make no mistake, the true impact of all of this will only be seen at the end, when the court looks at consistency, credibility, contradictions, and decides who was really in control all along. But again, we know this is Judge Rat, but in a real court, a competent court will actually say Ubaloyi is struggling. We will actually see that Ubaloyi is struggling. See it up until the end, not for one day. Do you understand? In the eyes of many people that are watching, there's only one conclusion. The pressure has shifted, and the courtroom battle is far from over. And one thing that I must tell you is that uBongani Ntanzi is that man that says, I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight. Should I go down, I would know Uti I fought a good fight. And he is fighting a good fight, guys. He is fighting a good fight. One thing Yona Esibona right now is that the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial has taken another dramatic turn as Advocate Baloyi's cross-examination strategy or to cross-examine uBongani Ntanzi raises serious questions. Okay, is the prosecutor losing control, or is this a calculated legal trap? And time will tell. Time will tell, but right now it does not look good for your reputation, Baloyi. It doesn't. It looks like his reputation is hanging on the balance there, because excuse me, because the more there is more than just a legal exchange in that situation. It's a battle of strategy, credibility, and control. And right now, Ubaloyi is not looking like someone who has control. Ubaloyi, the way he abandons questions when he is caught, it tells a different story. The way he leaves things alone once he is caught, it sings another song. The way he is quick to say, let's move on, is telling a different story. Do you understand? So right now, as people that are watching uBongani Ntanzi, we know that uBongani Ntanzi is consistent, credible, and if he has contradictions, it's minor things, but mostly it's things that he can explain. So I don't know about you. What are your thoughts when it comes to all of this? Do you think that uBongani Ntanzi is the one that is in control, or do you think Ubaloyi is losing the battle that he started? Do you think Ubaloyi is understanding or seeing, or you think usasheleng ngani? What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Please do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel, you are watching the videos up until the end, and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you'll be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you on our next video. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.